way there was a snowstorm, and the road was a horror movie.
All right, nice. A horror movie. Can you just take a picture as well and send it to me after class? The homework.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the same thing you read now, the journey. Just take a picture and send it to me after we're done. All right. So now we need to do page 54. We're at 54. We're still talking about traveling and journeys and all right. So we have here, we are going to watch a video. It's called Full Circle. All right. So I just want you first, before we start watching, to read the this introduction. Okay. Just read it silently. Are we done?
Yes.
All right. So who is Michael? Or what does he do?
An actor and travel writer.
Mm-hmm. What does it mean, travel writer? Like, what does he do exactly?
Like blogger.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Yes.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And what is he going to do here in this video? Or how is he going to travel? As he's
a journey through 17 countries. And he saw and discovered things beyond his dreams.
But what about this episode in this video?
This episode, okay, Michael or Michelle, I don't know, travels across the Andes from Arica and Chile to La Paz in Bolivia.
So Michael is traveling across the Andes from Arica in Chile to La Paz in Bolivia. How? In a small train, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just optimize the video. Yep.
Twice a week, a railway service leaves Arica for the Bolivian capital, La Paz. It'll take forever. Do you want a hand? Can I help? No, it's just only two of you. Do all. It's going to take 2 hours, okay?
A
rarely felt quite as embarrassed at travelling with 45 cases. Some passengers are local, some have come from countries far away. None have come quite as far as the train itself. We're to cross the Andes on a rail bus built for the branch lines of Munich 30 years ago. From the world's tiniest galley, two of our three-man Bolivian crew produced the first of several hot dinners. After leaving the Pacific, we're at 10,000 feet and still climbing. But the air is thin and simple things suddenly become difficult. How are you feeling?
Terrible. Terrible.
Yeah. Is it the altitude?
It's the, it gives you the headache, nausea, and it's hard to breathe. You start to wheeze.
Yeah. 6.5 hours and a few llamas after leaving Arica, we've reached the Bolivian border. We're entering the poorest country in South America. Is it the journey of a lifetime?
It's the journey of everyone's dream.
A few hours later, the lights of La Paz twinkle below us.
We've got a right-of-way problem here. This is the railway line, and this is the road, and our conductor's trying to get people to clear out of the way. That's it. They've cleared them out so we can go on. Getting to La Paz is not easy.
To our enormous relief, the lights are still on at La Paz station when our heroic vehicle finally pulls in. We've crossed the Andes at 16.4 miles an hour.
All right. So how was the trip train? Sorry, the train trip. How was the trip by train?
It was very hot
Okay, hot.
and noisy.
But did they mention that?
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Was it a long journey, or was it just a short journey?
It was a long because the train
Very
was
long journey. Why was that? Why was it long?
because the train was too slow. And
Okay.
traffic a lot because of the animals.
And the cars.
Yeah.
Yep. And the food? How was the food? Did they say anything about the food?
It was delicious.
I don't think like they didn't mention anything. They just talked about there is food, but they didn't mention if it was good or bad. So yeah, they talked about that the train was hot, very hot, and the air is thin and it's difficult to breathe.
Yeah.
They cannot breathe. The train is very noisy and it stops a lot because of animals and cars on the track. And the train was very slow.
Yeah.
But they mentioned something about that it's the journey of everyone's dream. So like, why is it the journey of your dream or their dream? What's special about it?
Dream.
Do you think it's a journey of your dream? I mean, would you like to try to
The
go?
journey through America. Maybe, I don't know.
No, I mean, let's talk about you. Like, would you think of going through this experience, traveling by train for, I don't know, like 2 days, I think?
This would be a good experience.
This would be
a nice experience. Or yeah. And it's good to discover new things and new countries, new cultures. It's like an adventure, and I like adventures.
Oh, yeah. And what about you, Sidra? Do you think you would try to travel to the Andes, to Bolivia through the Andes?
Yes, the train is old, not the train is now. Yeah, I travel in the train now. Yeah,
good
nice.
Experience.
Good.
Yep. Okay. Let's go down. We will just read these phrases, the highlighted phrases. Okay. So we have here twice a week. You know what's twice a week, right?
Yes.
What about 3? I mean, twice a week means 2 times every week, right? What about 3 times? If you want to say 3 times a week.
Triple.
Thrice.
Thrice
a week.
a week.
Yeah. So thrice a week means 3 times. I mean, usually people use 3 times, but it's also thrice is also used for that. But more common is the 3 times, 4 times, etc. Next we have reached the Bolivian border. What is the meaning of reached here?
To arrive.
Arrive, yes, we have arrived at the Bolivian border. It's going to take 2 hours. So how long is the trip? It's 2 hours, so it's going to take 2 hours. Some passengers are local. What is local?
Local, I mean the
local home, محلي.
Yeah, like the people who live there.
Yeah.
So yes, whose home country or home city is that one? It's the journey of a lifetime. What is the meaning of a journey of a lifetime?
Being comes once in life.
Come again?
Comes once in life.
Comes once in a lifetime. So the journey of a lifetime. Maybe you can say like, is the journey of your dream the same meaning, or the journey of everyone's dreams? Like similar to that. So the journey of a lifetime comes once in your life, and we have the journey of everyone's dreams, or your dream or her dream. And the last one we have crossed. Cross, what is cross?
Reach the other side.
So reach the other side, or move from one side to the other side of some place. All right. Is there any question here about the phrases?
No.
All right. Let's see here. Now we have here journey of my dreams. What is journey of my dreams? It says here that it's an award of 5,000 euros for the best idea for an original and inspiring journey anywhere in the world. The winner will receive training in filmmaking and will record their experiences for a future program. So it's like a TV show, where they get the ideas of people, like original ideas of traveling around the world, somewhere in the world, and the best idea will win the award of 5,000 euros. Now we are going to listen to one of the candidates who is talking about her plan for this journey, the journey of her dreams. All right, and we have 2 questions. Where does she want to go, and what does she want to do there? All right, so just listen and focus on these 2 questions.
Unit 5, recording 8.
Okay, well, we would like to go to Easter Island. It is very isolated, very far from other places. And the nearest country is Chile, over 2,000 miles away. We're going to travel there by plane and stay with different families. And the trip is going to take 3 months. We want to experience the local culture, their music, food, and way of life. So our plan is to speak to the local people about these things and to film them. We hope to find out about their traditions and to see what they think of their history. Well, finally, my husband and I always wanted to go to Easter Island. I read about it when I was a child, and I saw pictures of these amazing stone heads on the island. So for us, this is the journey of our dreams.
So where does she want to go?
For Easter Island.
Easter Island, and what does she want to do there?
To experience people's culture and food, clothes, everything there.
Is she going to talk to the local people?
Yes.
Yeah, she's going to speak to the local people just to experience their local culture. Yep. Do you think this is a good, like? I mean, what would your dream, the journey of your dream be? Where?
Where?
I mean, do you have anything in mind? Or is there any place you really want to go?
Really want to go to Spain. Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Like, is there any specific city or just Spain?
No, just Spain. I want to go there.
Why? Why Spain, not other country?
I love the country. I think it has aside from Arabic culture. So I want to see the culture there.
And if it is similar, really similar or not? And what about you, Sidra? Do you have anything in mind for the journey of your dream? Somewhere you really want to go to?
There is no special country, but I would like is visit Paris and Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. So why Paris, and why Saudi Arabia?
Paris, like Spain. Saudi Arabia, Mecca.
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
would like so Mecca.
Nice. And do you Arij, do you have anything, like, do you know anything about Spain? Is there anything?
I know a museum there. It's called Guggenheim or something like that. And I read about it in a book. It was a writer called Dan Brown. There's a chart, and just I want to see the site.
I see. Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. We have here some phrases. We heard some of them in the recording, but some of them are not there. So let's just take a look at them. So the first one, we would like to go to. It's like we want to go to. The second one, the trip is going to take 2 days, 3 days, 2 hours, 5 hours. Some of the problems we are going to face include maybe hot weather or like any problem. We want to experience the local culture. Our plan is to speak to the local people. We hope to find out. Find out is what? What does it mean, find out?
Discover.
Yes, so we hope to find out about their traditions. It should be an inspiring trip, and this is the journey of my or our dreams. Can you remember which of these phrases were used in the recording? Did they use the first one? We would like to take to go to?
Yes.
All right, yeah, of course.
Easterland.
And yeah, so we would like to go to Easterland. This trip is going to take.
I don't remember.
All right.
No.
Some of the problems we are going to face include. Was it there, or you don't even remember?
I don't remember.
Okay, we want to experience the local culture.
Yeah.
Our plan is to speak to the local people.
Yes.
Yes, they said so, that. We hope to find out about their traditions.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. They said it. It should be an inspiring trip.
No.
I don't think so. And this is the journey of my or our dreams.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because I don't actually remember.
Me too.
All right. Now we are going to read an email similar to that. It's done by the same person who we're talking about her the journey of her dreams. So she's applying. I mean, if you want to send your idea to this show, so you need to write an email. So here we have an application form or an email. All right. So we have 3 paragraphs and we have 3 headings. Okay. So we have number 1, goals and objectives. Number 2, details of the plan. And number 3, the introduction. So just take a few minutes to read the application form and label each of the paragraphs according to these 3 labels. So we have introduction, details of the plan, and goals and objectives.
I'm done.
Are you done, Sidra?
No, 1 minute, please.
Okay, take your time.
Done.
All right. So the first one is what? So the first paragraph.
Introduce.
Introduction.
Yeah.
Right. And number 2,
B.
it's details of the plan. And number 3 is
Goals and objectives.
goals and objectives. All right. Is there any difficult word here? Like in these 3 paragraphs?
No, for me.
No.
Sidra?
No.
No. All right. Now, there is homework here. It's not writing. Don't worry. It's not writing. Well, it includes writing, but the purpose here is not writing.
I have exams.
Huh?
I have exams in school.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah. But it's
Mm.
okay. I will do it the tomorrow or the next week.
Oh, no, it's until next week.
Okay, I can do.
So the homework here is to make a presentation, a very, very short presentation, maybe 1 or 2 slides, you know, PowerPoint presentation, all right? And talking about your plan. For example, Arij, you want to travel to Spain. So you can include some details of your plan, maybe goals and objectives, the same thing, but in the form of a presentation. So you are going to present your plan when you travel to Spain, all right? The same thing for Sidra when she wants to travel to Paris or Saudi Arabia. So she also includes details of the plan. Is that easy?
I don't know.
I think so. Because you just need you don't have in the slides. There's something. There is a purpose for the slides. Now, the first thing for the PowerPoint, it should include pictures. So you're presenting some Spain, okay? So one of the details or one of the things you are going to do in the plan is to try their food, okay? So maybe you can put an image, a picture of one kind of food. So you need to do some research online before you start, you create your presentation. And number 2, we have something that is called 5-5-5 rule. You know this rule?
No.
Now, on each slide, okay, slide is like a page. On each slide or on each page, we should not write a paragraph. So the slides, the PowerPoint should not be a paragraph, okay?
Yeah.
It should be just phrases. You see, like these phrases, not complete sentences, not a paragraph, just phrases. The phrases will remind you. So for example, on the slide, which is about Spain, so the heading of the slide is details of the plan. So this is the heading, or this is the idea of the first slide, okay? So in the details, you write food, culture, music, okay? And while presenting, you talk about the food, you talk about the culture, you talk about the music, all right? Yeah. So it doesn't have to have all the information because the other information is here. So the 5-5-5 rule, it says like we need no more than 5 slides. On each slide, no more than 5 items, a list of 5 items. In each item on each line, no more than 5 words. That's why it's called 5-5-5. Is it clear?
Yes.
Maybe this is the first presentation you do, is it?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be all right. So the first time is maybe difficult, but you'll get used to that.
You mean are we gonna put just foods, culture, and maybe transport? I don't know. And in our minds, we will explain.
Exactly, yes. Let me show you just a simple example. Okay, so here is a presentation. So here, my dream, or the journey of my dream. And maybe here you can include an image, or here Spain, because this is my destination. Now in the first slide, this is the introduction. In the introduction, so the first thing you are going to include in your introduction is, just a second. So you are going to talk about Easter Island. So here, it's going to be Spain, sorry, here because we chose Spain. So Spain. How are you going to travel? Maybe plane. I mean, these are the main points you are going to talk about. 3 days. You see, so here we have 3 items. So first you're going to talk about that you're traveling to Spain. You're traveling by plane. It's gonna take 3 days, for example.
Yeah.
The second one, details of the plan. By the way, it doesn't have to be the same as I'm writing. I mean, I'm just giving you an example. I'm using this text just to give you an example of the slide.
Yeah.
So first you are going to try paella. It's a kind of food, and then you are going to what was it called? Samba? Was it the samba, the dance? Whatever. And then yeah, let's say that's it. You can also include here some pictures of paella and the samba dance, and you talk about it here. The third slide, goals and objectives. So talking to local people, learning about Spanish culture and traditions. Maybe there is another goal. So that's it. We have here 4 slides. Okay. On each slide, we have no more than 5 items. You see, we have here 2. Here we have 2. Here we have 3. And we have no more than 5 words. Here we have 2 words. 1 word, 1 word. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. When you're done, just send it to me privately. All right. Let's move on now to page 58. This one is interesting. Fitness. Okay. Now we have here a couple of words. We have junk food. You know what's junk food?
Yeah.
Like what?
Unhealthy food like chips, Pepsi, maybe fast food.
So that's junk food. Why do they call it junk food? What does junk mean?
Junk?
I
don't know.
Junk. Junk means like trash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what they mean. Or something that is like a waste. So that's why they call it junk food. And as we said, it's unhealthy food. But it makes us happy.
Yes.
Exercise classes, exercise classes when you have a coach or a trainer. Fizzy drinks.
It's a power drink.
A fizzy drink is the drink, any drink that has gases. So that's a fizzy drink.
Yeah.
So Pepsi is a kind of fizzy drink. Sometimes they call it as well sparkling water. Sparkling water. The same meaning. Sparkling water or fizzy drink. It's the same. Is it healthy?
Not all of it.
Not all of it. Wait a minute. So some of the fizzy drinks are healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
Yeah, I think so. But again, it makes us happy. Fresh fruit and vegetables. They are healthy. But what is the opposite of fresh fruit and vegetables? What is the unhealthy version of it?
Unhealthy version.
Yeah, but what is the unhealthy version of it? Maybe frozen fruit and vegetables. The frozen, when you buy it from the markets. You can buy some frozen peas or frozen fruits, vegetables. All right, next, stress and worrying. Is it a healthy thing?
Of course not.
Yep, and worrying, overthinking as well. Nope. Alcohol, of course not. Vitamins.
Yeah.
It's healthy, right?
Yes.
And I just heard that taking the vitamin pills is not really healthy, but I'm not sure of that. But I just heard it.
Maybe if it was without purpose.
Yeah.
You don't have problem in your body. It's unnecessary.
Running.
It's good.
Caffeine.
Not always healthy. It's already unhealthy, but sometimes it's have a benefit.
So we can say maybe a little of caffeine is healthy, but too much is unhealthy.
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Of course, healthy.
So what for you? Which of these things you do or you don't do? Like, do you eat junk food? Take exercise?
Maybe once in a month.
Yep.
Exercise class every day or day by day. Fizzy drinks with the junk food actually once in a month.
Yes.
Fresh fruit, of course, I do. I eat. Stress ring, not always. I'm not overthinking person. Alcohol, of course, I don't. Vitamins, I don't eat or drink. Vitamins from fruits, actually.
Yeah.
Running when I'm going to school.
Wait, you run to school?
I mean, not run. I walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caffeine. I don't drink so much coffee every day, or tea. Relaxing. Sometimes I do. Relaxing.
did you know that there is more caffeine in fizzy, especially you know, the Pepsi or Coca-Cola than in a coffee or a tea?
Yeah, I think
Yeah. What about you, Sidra?
the chocolate also has caffeine.
Chocolate, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junk food, not much. Exercise classes, yes. Every week. Yeah. First drink, no. First drink.
You don't.
One,
You don't drink.
yeah, no. 1 month. Or no. Fresh fruit. Yes. I eat. Stress. Yeah.
Of
Yes.
course, everyone.
Yeah.
But not too much. It shouldn't be too
Yeah.
much worrying or stress.
Local. No. Vitamins. Not much. يعني no. Yeah.
Not even vitamins from fruit or vegetables.
Yeah. On in it, not no حبوب. Yeah.
Oh yeah, not pills. Yes.
Yeah. Running. Not running. Walk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You walk.
Caffeine. Yes. A little. Relaxing. Yeah.
You said a lot of caffeine. Like, what kind of caffeine do you take? Like tea, coffee, or what?
Coffee and tea.
And what sports do you play? Do you play any sports?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. What kind of sports do you play? Football, basketball.
Football. On family. With family. Yeah. And sporting. Running and no. تمارين. Exercise. Yeah.
Exercise. Yep.
Yes.
Arij, do you
Yeah.
have any? Do you play any sports as well?
It's not by balls or something. I do a normal exercises at home.
All right.
Like cardio, strength exercises. And, yeah.
Okay, let's go to 156. We have here 30, a list of 30 sports.
Which page?
156. We just need at least to know the sports that are like, even if maybe we don't play, but we just watch. So we need to know the names of these sports. All right, so before we start talking about them, okay, I want you to check the list, read the 30 sports, okay? And we have also pictures. The pictures, of course, are not 30 pictures. So some of the sports have no pictures here. So I want you to match, for example, A, is it on the list? Which one is it? Let's say that A is the rollerblading. So it's 15, okay? So try to match all of them, all of the pictures, all right? And then we will talk about all the sports.
Okay.
If you don't know one of the sports or one of the name of the sport in the picture, just skip it because we will discuss it. So don't worry. Done?
Yeah.
Pedra?
No.
1 minute.
It's done.
Okay. First, let's take a look at the pictures. So A is what? We said it's 15, rollerblading. Right? B, what is B?
I didn't know. Where is it?
1.
Okay.
But
One is exactly badminton. So number 1 is badminton. Sometimes they also call it racquetball.
Mm-hmm.
C.
Cycling.
Cycling,
So it's 5. D, basketball, which is number 2. E,
forward.
what is that?
Forward.
4 is what? For cricket. Yes, so number E is cricket. It's 4. F.
Hockey.
Volleyball.
Hockey.
It's actually rugby. 16.
Rugby.
Yes.
Okay.
Or they call it American football. G. (22) squash. H.
Yoga.
I.
It's tennis.
Tennis. It's 27. J.
Is it surfing or windsurfing?
Windsurfing, it's 29 because surfing is K. K is surfing, which is 25. And L.
Running.
Jogging.
17.
It could be running, it could be, but like as they are like jogging is slower than running. So it could be jogging here. 11, it's jogging. Or running is also possible, but as I said, jogging is slower than running. That's the difference. And M.
Horse riding.
Horse riding.
10.
Yep. Now, we said we have number 1, badminton, 2, basketball, 3, boxing. We know boxing, right?
Yes.
Cricket. Cricket is like, I think, I'm not really sure about the rules, but there is a ball and there is a bat, but the bat is flat. You see, a flat bat. It's like baseball, but the difference between cricket and baseball is that this bat is flat. Then we have cycling, football, golf, hockey. Hockey is played on, where is it played? On ice.
Played on ice.
Ice. You know hockey? Let's take a look.
Long boards on
Hockey is played usually on ice. They're wearing blades, ice skates. You see, so that's hockey. Next we have horse racing and horse riding. Now, horse racing and horse riding, the difference is that in horse riding, I just do it by myself in my farm, maybe, or alone. Usually there are obstacles, حواجز. They jump over the obstacles. Horse racing, there are many horses, like running, but on the horsebacks. Sorry. Then we have jogging. We said that jogging is slower than running. Judo, we know judo.
Yeah.
Karate, also we know it. Ping pong or table tennis. So 14 is ping pong or table tennis. Rollerblading, we said it was the first picture. Rugby, American football. Running, sailing. Do you remember sailing?
Fishing, right? What was it?
No, not fishing, like sailing on a boat.
Okay.
So like driving a car, sailing the boat. Yep, so that's sailing on a boat. Scuba diving. You know what's scuba diving?
No.
Scuba diving is like first diving is when you go underwater. Now scuba diving is when you have the oxygen tube, you know, on your back, and you go down. So that's scuba diving. You see? So there is special equipment for scuba diving. You go underwater with the tube, the oxygen tube. Skateboarding.
Yeah.
Skiing.
Skiing.
Yes. Where do you do skiing? On snow.
Yes.
So that's skiing. You have the two skis and you have the two boards. Then we have squash. Squash is like tennis. There is a ball, a bouncing ball. But people, I mean, the rules of playing it are different. So the two people are not playing face to face. So we are standing facing the wall, okay? I hit the ball to the wall. The other one should receive the ball and hit it back to the wall. Snorkeling. You know what snorkeling?
No.
Snorkeling is like scuba diving, but it's closer to the surface of the water, and you have no equipment. You don't have the oxygen tube.
Yeah.
You see, so usually by the surface of the water, you don't go deep underwater. That's why you don't need the oxygen tube. Snowboarding, it's like skateboarding, but on snow. Surfing, we said this one. We can call it also like seaboarding, as we have snowboarding and skateboarding. I'm just kidding, they don't say that. Swimming, you know, swimming, tennis, volleyball, windsurfing, and yoga. All right, let's go back to 58. Now we have three pictures. Do you see any like are all any of these pictures or all of them similar to the sports we had before?
Yes.
Like So for example, this one, which one is it close to?
Surfing.
Surfing, okay, because there is a board it's on water. Okay, and what about this one?
Running.
Running, maybe close to running, all right. And this one?
They playing Zumba.
Zumba. What is Zumba?
It's a kind of
the dance. Yeah, the dance. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So I want you now to read the 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs. All right. Just read them silently. They are talking about 3 strange sports, actually. So 3 strange sports, and then I'll ask some questions about them.
Okay.
So just take 5 minutes to read them silently.
I'm done. Do you see the snow outside?
For me, I don't have snow. It's sunny, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's different in Başakşehir. Başakşehir is I think because it's higher, that's why it's colder and it snows more than here. You know, I live in Halkalı.
Yeah.
So it's different, a little bit different.
Yes,
But
it's done.
when we were talking about the presentation, it snowed for a bit and then stopped, and now it's sunny.
Now it's snowing heavily here. It's really heavy.
Yeah. I just realized that Başakşehir is different. Last year, last year there was also it wasn't like this snow, but the schools also closed for a couple of days, and I was at home. I was checking WhatsApp stories, and then so I saw people posting videos of snow, and I looked out the window, but there was no snow here. And then I realized that all of those who were posting on WhatsApp were either living in in Beylikdüzü or Esenyurt, that area, or in Başakşehir.
Yeah.
All right, are we done?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you think any of these sports is interesting for you, or you would like to try one of them?
Yes, I will try tower running.
Tower running. Why tower running?
I don't know. It's exciting.
And Sidra?
Yes, tower running.
Tower running as well.
To me.
What
Okay.
about-
For me, maybe paddleboarding. Paddleboarding is interesting. And for me, I like swimming. So maybe that's why. Water.
I don't
Yeah.
like what.
Remind me of cats. All right. So first, why do you think, or why does it mention in the first paragraph that exercising is good or healthy? What is the reason?
They didn't mention. Or
They
mention.
mentioned that exercising is important. Why?
Because it makes you happy and healthier.
That's it? Is there any other reason?
It's good for your brain, and actually it's make your lifestyle.
Yeah. There is also something very important. It says here, a lot of us spend most of our working day sitting at the computer. If you add this to the 7 hours we spend sleeping, we could easily find that we spend nearly 2/3 of our day without moving at all. So that's why it's important for the body and the brain. So because you're not moving, 2/3 of the day you're not moving at all. And even a short amount of exercise every day can help us feel happier and more relaxed. So how does the world keep fit? We've looked at some of the latest exercise trends from around the world. So here we have 3 trends. So the first one is tower running. Why is it popular, or why is it in Asia only, tower running? What do you think, like according to the text? Why did they invent, or did they start doing the tower running in Asia?
Maybe it has skyscrapers more than other countries.
Probably. What is skyscraper?
Skyscrapers. Not have to have. I don't know, or the big buildings.
Yeah, like tall buildings, very tall buildings. So these are skyscrapers. I think skyscrapers usually more than 100 floors, but I'm not sure about that. Like very tall ones, so they should be more than 100. Yeah, let's read it so to check if there's any word or something that we don't understand. So have you ever worked in office block and wondered how you can get fit, perhaps you should try tower running. It's a sport you can do in the skyscrapers of almost any big city, but Asian cities can be particularly good. All you need to do is start at the bottom of an office tower and run up all the stairs until you get to the top. Tower running has become popular all around the world, with important races taking place in some of the world's tallest towers, like Taipei 101, the Empire State Building in New York, and the China World Trade Center in Beijing. I think it's clear. And next, piloxing. What is piloxing here?
So combination between Pilates, boxing, and dance.
So why is it called piloxing?
What's called piloxing?
It's actually, I mean, the reason, if you think about it, because it's a mix. They said it's a mix between boxing, Pilates, and dance. So pill, it's like from Pilates, and boxing, piloxing. Yep. Yeah, so if you enjoy dance classes like Zumba, but you also want to get rid of your anger, then piloxing might be for you. Piloxing started in the USA, but has traveled quickly to countries like the UK. The sport is a mixture between boxing, Pilates, and dance. Piloxing uses the power of speed of boxing, whilst building your muscles and strength with Pilates. All this happens to non-stop loud music, and you learn some great dance moves too. Whilst here is the same as while, all right? So it's just a different word for while or at the same time, whilst. You see this word, whilst building your muscles.
Yeah.
It's snowing now.
Snowing.
Yeah. All right, the last one, paddle boarding. What is paddle boarding?
It's paddle boarding.
What is the meaning of paddle?
Paddle. Paddle this stocks takes here.
You see this stick?
Yeah.
Exactly. So when you are on a boat, so you need a paddle to move your boat. So that's it. That is a paddle. So paddle boarding. So instead of paddling on a boat, so you change the boat to a board. And when is the best time for paddle boarding? The best time of the day, I mean.
Okay.
And why?
Before sunset, because the water is calm and the ocean will make you forget all your problems.
Yep. So when it comes to the end of a long day, what could be better than a paddle board on the ocean? It might look easy, but paddle boarding is a tough sport, difficult. You need to be strong to keep your balance. However, if you bring your board down to the water at golden hour, just before sunset, the water is calm and the ocean will make you forget all your problems. So that's called here the golden hour because of that. Now, I have highlighted 3 sentences, you see. We have looked at some of the latest exercise trends from around the world. Have you ever worked in an office block and wondered how you can get fit? And piloxing has traveled quickly to countries like the UK. Now, what is the tense in each of these sentences? And why did they use this tense?
To attract you, maybe.
So first, what is the tense in each of these sentences?
I didn't get it.
The tense, is it present, past? Is it
Okay.
simple, continuous?
It's past perfect in the first in the running. It's
Past
have you
perfect.
ever worked? Yeah.
Okay.
The second one.
Present perfect.
Uh-huh.
Not had.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I said past perfect. It's present perfect in the running.
Yeah, exactly. Present perfect. So all of them are present perfect.
Yeah.
Now, why present perfect?
But it's an experience.
Experience. So have you ever worked? This is an experience. We have looked. Did they mention the time when they looked? No, they didn't.
No.
So time here is not important as well. And here the last one, Piloxing has traveled. Did they mention when it has traveled? So time is not important. I think I told you this before, right? We're
Yes,
talking
we-
about experience. Time is not important, right? Okay. Now, we will add something to it. Maybe we did before. So here we have two sentences. I have done paddle boarding since 2014, and he has lived in Asia for 5 years. All right. Now, they lived. When did they start living? Like here in B, he has lived in Asia for 5 years. So let's say now we are in 2022. When did he start living in Asia?
2018, maybe.
20. You're not good at math.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah,
Should be 17. And is he still living there now?
Yes.
And what about A? I've done paddle boarding since 2014. So when did I start?
2014.
Am I still doing it?
Should be, yeah.
Yes. So in both sentences, it started in the past and it's still on. It's still continuing. All right. So this is another use for present perfect. And usually here, when you use it in this way, you use since or for.
Yes.
Now let's go down here to C. I'll give you just like 3 minutes for this, 2-3 minutes. So we have here some expressions. You need to just put them under for or since. So for example, we say since 2005. For ages. July, do you think since or for?
Since?
Since July. Long time?
For.
For a long time. All right, so just do it. Take 2 minutes. Easy. And you can enjoy the snow if you want. I don't know if it's clear.
I'm done.
Oh, okay. Very easy.
Yes, no.
All right, so let's see. We said for a long time. Saturday, can we say for Saturday?
Since.
No. Since.
No. Okay. I left university. For I left
Yes.
university.
Yes.
We say since I left university. 2 weeks, months, or years.
For.
So 2 weeks, months, or years. All right. 2 p.m.
Is it then?
Since.
Since. Last night.
4.
Since last night.
That's last night.
An hour or 2.
4.
4.
Or 2. So that's 4. And the last one, I was a child.
Since.
That's since. Let me just put them there. So since July, Saturday, I left university. 2 p.m. Last night. And I was a child or teenager. So, I mean, if you want to give me a rule for since I'm 4, what would you say?
It's numbers.
Like when do I use 4 and when do I use since? I mean, from the examples, just try to read the examples and then tell me what's the difference. When can I use 4 and when can I use since?
Since a specific time, not long time. For not
unspecific time.
Yeah, we can say that, or in other words, we can say that since tells me the starting point, like when I started doing it. Yeah. But for is just telling me the period. So, for example, I can say I have lived in Turkey since 2017, okay?
Yeah.
So that's the starting point. I started in 2017. Now, from 2017 until now, how many years is it? What's the period?
5 years.
5 years. So you can also say, I've lived in Turkey for 5 years. Now here I'm talking about the period. That's the difference. So since for the starting point, when you mention when you started, and for is for the period. Clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this together. We will complete the sentences with present perfect by using for or since.
Okay.
So, can you do number 1, Arij?
Yes. I have done cricket since I was a child.
So I've done karate since I was a child. Okay, Sidra, 2.
I have.
I've had.
Yeah.
I've had.
The phone for 2 months.
So I've had this phone for 2 months. Next one, Arij.
I've knew or no?
I have
Knew?
known.
No. I've known Markia since I was at school.
Since I was at school. So from school until now. All right, Arij. Sidra.
We have lived in this town for 10 years.
So for 10 years. Oh, sorry, not 4. And the last one, Arij.
I've gone to buy a new car for a long. What?
I've wanted.
I've wanted, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I wanted to buy a new car for a long time.
For a long time. Yep. All right. Yes. All right. I have some questions for you now. Let me start with Arij.
Yes.
Where do you live?
Well,
Do you live in, or let me change the question. Do you live in a city or a village?
in a city.
In a city. How long have you lived there?
Of like since. Oh wait,
I have lived in Istanbul.
I lived in Istanbul since 2019.
2019. You have a mobile phone, right?
Yes, I have.
How long have you had this phone?
I've had this phone for 2 years.
3 years. Do you study or work?
Yes, I'm studying.
Okay. How long or where do you study?
I study in Turkey.
All right. How long have you studied in Turkey?
It's for 2 years.
For 2 years.
I've studied for 2 years.
Do you have a car? Do you have a bicycle?
I don't have anything.
Do you have a smartwatch?
No.
No. All right. Sidra? Do you live in a flat or a house?
In a flat.
How long have you lived there?
2 years.
For 2 years. For 2 years. All right. And how long have you been in Turkey?
Can you again?
How long have you been in Turkey? Or how long have you lived in Turkey?
1 year and a half.
For 1 year and a half.
Yes.
For 1 year and a half. How long have you had your phone?
For 3 years.
For 3 years. Okay. And do you live by the sea? Do you live by the sea?
Yes.
No. I mean, do you live by the sea?
No.
Close to the sea?
Yeah.
No. What else? Do you have a smartwatch?
No.
Do you have a laptop?
No. My tablet.
A tablet.
No.
Okay. How long have you had your tablet?
1 year.
For 1 year.
For 1 year.
So you've had the tablet for 1 year. All right. All right. Good. Okay. Is there any question here about present perfect or since?
No.
No? Okay. Now let's take a break.
Okay.
15 minutes until 12:50. All right. We'll come back at 12:50. Are we here? I think Cedra is here, but Arij, you're here as well.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay. All right. We are now on page 60. Let's do it orally. So here we have categories. We have vegetables, desserts, meat, and fruit. First, vegetables. Can you think of any vegetables? Anything?
Broccoli,
Broccoli. What else?
zucchini,
Zucchini.
Tomato. Garlic.
Tomato. Garlic.
Actually,
Onion.
tomato is not a vegetable.
Really?
Yes,
Is
it's
it fruit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Yes.
else? Lettuce. Potatoes.
Peas.
Peas. All right, stop. Desserts.
Desserts.
Cake.
Cake.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Biscuits.
Tiramisu. Biscuits.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Brownie.
No. Brownies. Cookies.
Gelée.
Gillette. Yeah. Jelly. Jelly. Sorry.
Jelly.
Meat.
Meat. There's just chicken and fish.
Chicken, fish, beef, lamb. There is pork, but we don't eat it. So
yeah, it's
don't
haram.
mention. Yeah. Fruit. Tomatoes.
Banana.
Banana.
Orange.
Orange.
Grapes. Raspberry. Blueberry.
Raspberry. Blueberry.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Pineapple.
Well, pineapple.
Pineapple.
Lemon.
Lemon.
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Banana.
Banana. Yep.
Strawberry.
Strawberries.
What else?
Raspberries. Blueberries.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit. Have you tried passion fruit?
Yes, it has no taste.
No taste.
Yes.
They say it's good, but like, why?
I don't know.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit.
Mango.
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 All right. Oh, there is star fruit. You know star fruit?
Yes.
Yeah. There is another Chinese one, or lychee, or something like that. Or the name sounds Chinese. I mean. Okay, so we have here the types of food on 157. So we have for grains, we have corn, wheat, and oats. Can you think of other grains?
Corn, wheat, and oats.
Come again?
I think it's
Rice is possible.
yes.
It's grain. We have bulgur. Chickpeas. You know what's chickpeas?
No.
Hummus. What else? I just have this in mind. Yeah. We have chicken or meat now. So meat, fish, and seafood. So it contains all of them. So we have chicken, of course. We have duck. Maybe some people don't eat it or never tried it. Duck. I tried it actually here in a Chinese restaurant.
It's good.
Oh, it was good. Especially there was a Korean sauce, sweet sour sauce. I don't know how like to explain, but it was amazing. Beef steak, leg of lamb, fish, shrimps, mussels. I think you tried mussels here.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I mean they do it in like they add rice to the mussels, and some spices. We have lobster. Lobster is usually very expensive. So if you eat lobster, then you must be rich.
I tried not the lobster in whole. I tried the lobster steaks.
Ah, so you must be rich.
Because I made sushi at home.
Ah, okay. There is also crab. You know crab?
Yeah.
Yeah, crab meat. What else? I think that's it. We have the dairy products. You know what's dairy products?
Yes.
Anything that comes from milk. So we have milk, cream, cheese, yogurt. For desserts, we have jelly, cake, ice cream, biscuits. For drinks, we have hot drinks and cold drinks, tea, coffee, orange juice, and fizzy drink. For vegetables, soya beans, potatoes, carrots, spinach, broccoli, cabbage, lettuce, peas, onions, garlic, cucumbers, and courgette. Now, zucchini is another name for courgette. Courgette is used usually in British. Zucchini is in American. And last, we have fruit, pineapple, apple, orange, grapes, grapefruit, banana, lemon, plums, watermelon, melon, mango, and kiwi fruit. You know plums, right?
Plums?
What is plums? Yeah.
المشمش.
Mishmash apricot.
No.
That's different. Plums, khauch, yes. And we have green plums, which is, you don't know green plums.
Is it Scandinavian?
Generic.
Generic.
Yeah. That's green plums. And then we said apricot. Apricot is mushmush. There is peach. What is peach?
Peach is dra.
Yeah, exactly. And we have fig.
What?
Fig. F-I-G.
Fig.
Teen.
What is it? Teen.
Yeah.
And there's the pomegranate.
Pomegranate. Roman. Yep. Oh, this all makes me hungry. What is I mean, in your diet, you know, diet is the system of eating. It's not just like when you stop eating something, or diet means the system of eating. So in your diet, what is of these vegetables, the fruits, the meat, what are the foods that you regularly eat? Like, let's say on a weekly basis or every day. So let's start, like for me, I have apple and fruit and lemon, of course. I have garlic and onion, of course, in the food. Carrots. Peas. Peas is my favorite. Milk, cheese, of course. Chicken, mostly chicken. I haven't eaten fish for, I think, 2 years. I mean, at home. I'm talking about home. Like I go to maybe restaurants for fish, but at home it's very difficult for me to cook. Yeah. What about you?
For me, if I wasn't diet, actually, I'm doing a calories diet. To
Okay.
Yeah. Usually I eat oats, oats, chicken, sometimes fish. About dairy, I eat milk, cheese. Desserts, I think biscuits.
Biscuits, yeah.
Biscuits. It biscuits as cookies. Right?
Yeah, a biscuit is different than cookies, actually. I mean, there is a very simple difference. Biscuit is the cookies is usually softer than biscuits. Okay, so if you try to break the biscuits, they will break. Okay, but for cookies, the texture is like similar to cakes. Yeah. That's the simple difference between them.
Yeah. Vegetables, of course, onion, garlic, cucumbers, lettuce, potatoes, cabbage.
Red cabbage or only the green one?
Cabbage?
Yeah, red cabbage as well. You know red cabbage, right?
Yes.
For me, it's my favorite, red cabbage.
Yeah, red cabbage. It's delicious. Fruit, kiwi, apple.
Okay.
Banana. Lemon.
All of them.
Yeah.
Sidra, what about you?
On the diet, إنه النشويات. Yeah. Stay away from. Stay away from starchy food. إنه rice and meat, chicken and fish. Yeah. And dairy, yogurt and cheese. Dessert, not dessert. Yeah. Drinks, coffee and tea. Vegetables, spinach, onion, garlic, peas. Yeah. Fruit, apple and lemon and bananas.
All right. It seems like you all depend on white meat more than red meat, which is, you know, white meat like chicken and fish more than the red meat.
Red meat is expensive.
It's, yeah, but like in general, it's white meat is you know, they say healthier.
Yeah.
No? What do you mean by no? It's not healthier?
Yeah. No, yeah. Yes.
I thought no. All my life was a lie. All right, let's go back to 60. Now we have 4 types of food from around the world. So we have falafel, we have sushi, paella, and burrito. So let's discuss them one by one. So we have falafel. Do you know the ingredients of falafel?
Yes.
What does it contain?
It contains beans.
Chickpea.
chickpeas, بقدونس.
What is بقدونس?
ما بعرف.
Okay. Parsley.
Parsley.
What else?
Spices, garlic.
Spices. Garlic is it? Yeah, garlic is the most important element there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yes.
Mhm.
And then of course you deep fry it in oil.
Yes.
All right. Next one is sushi.
Sushi, my favorite.
What are the ingredients?
Ingredients, it's all anything you want. It's meat, fish, but it's almost fish or
Mhm.
seafood.
Is it like any kind of fish? Is the fish cooked or not cooked?
Sometimes as you like. I mean, if you want cooked or uncooked, it's on your plate.
Yeah, but the classical one or the cliche, you know, is you know, first there is the this kind of seaweed. There is a name for that weed.
Good evening.
What's that?
Nori sheets.
Noi. Yeah, I'm not really sure about the name. I don't know it. And then you have the rice. They put, I think, carrots, like something orange. So it should be carrots.
Japanese mayonnaise.
Japanese mayonnaise.
Yeah.
And then you have the rice, of course.
Yeah. They put egg, fried egg.
Inside, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, no, never tried that one then.
Actually, you can put anything you want inside the sheets.
And then you have, I think, as I heard, this fish is usually salmon.
Yes, and it's
Usually, not always. And it is smoked salmon.
smoked.
Yeah, so like half cooked, smoked. مدخن.
Yes. Have you tried the wasabi?
Of course. I mean, you should put really, like, just a little bit. And soy sauce.
Yeah.
Let's see. Next one, paella. That's Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's in there?
I see it's rice or it's rice with vegetables and shrimps and mussels.
Yeah. And beef.
So basically, it's rice with seafood.
Yeah.
I don't know actually a lot about it, but like I just know that it's seafood and rice. So I don't really know the ingredients in there. And the burrito, the last one.
It's an American shawarma. It's American or
I think maybe Mexican or maybe not American. It's a kind of flatbread.
Yeah.
There is the flatbread, and it's a wrap. A wrap of flatbread, and there are some ingredients inside. Usually meat, some sauce, maybe vegetables. Yep. Is there any of these kinds of food that you never tried?
Never tried.
Paella. All right. Burrito. You tried it?
Yes.
And Sidra, is there any of these that you never tried?
Sushi. I don't like
Sushi.
Yeah, and paella.
Paella. I think they call it paella. Yeah, in Spanish, I mean. There. Yeah. If I told you to add a cultural food of any other country, it doesn't have to be your country. What kind of food would you add to the list?
Actually, I like Italian cuisine, so I will add Italian food.
I mean, is there a specific food here from Italian food?
Specific.
Ah,
Actually, it's pizza.
pizza.
I'm obsessed with
Mm.
Um,
You might add chicken Alfredo, maybe fettuccine with chicken Alfredo.
or pasta.
Mhm.
And I will add Korean kitchen or Korean food.
Korean.
Mhm.
Korean. Actually, I tried Korean food as well. I have some Korean friends who invited me once to try Korean food. There was something, the one I remember now.
Is he Korean?
Yeah, he's Korean.
Let me meet him.
Why not? I will connect you with that person if you want.
I'm serious.
Yeah, me too. I'm serious. I can connect you someday. Like we can meet up with that person together. He's still here in Istanbul.
Mhm.
The food was based on there was beef steaks,
Yeah.
and green onion, and there's kimchi.
Yeah, kimchi. I want to try it. I've never
Kimchi is
tried
like basically
it.
cabbage,
Yeah,
pickled cabbage with spices,
yeah.
red pepper.
I know how to make it at home, but I want to test the real one.
Maybe. Oh wait, I think he told me once there was a place here in Istanbul where they sell kimchi. So maybe I need to ask him again about it.
Yes, I know shops buy kimchi.
And Sidra, do you want to add anything to the list? Kind of
I
food?
love Mexican food, fajita.
Okay. Taco, since you mentioned Mexican food.
Yeah.
Tacos.
Taco is delicious.
Yep. All right, let's see here. We have 3 facts about food. What do you think about them? We have here, number 1, in the future, more people may eat insects.
Yeah. No.
Do you agree? Do you think so? Do you think that in the future people will eat more insects?
No.
Ew, no. Okay, 2, in the future, we will be able to make food from mud, wood, and seaweed.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The 3rd one, in the future, kitchen tools, for example, knives, might give information about the food in the kitchen.
Yeah, maybe in the long future.
But what kind of information will it give us?
Maybe the meat is spoiled.
If it's spoiled, or intact.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Yeah.
All right. Now we are going to listen to a food experts. All right. We're going to listen to a food expert talking about food, and we have these 6 sentences. So while listening, try to complete the sentences. The first letter is given of each word. The first letter. Second.
Unit 6, Recording 3.
Sue, what are the latest food trends?
We have lots of interesting developments and even possible solutions for world problems related to food.
Great. So can you
Well, the key question is always what to eat. And here we may see some changes, things that you might not understand as food groups.
Can you give an example?
An example is insects.
as a food group?
Well, in Latin America, Asia, and Africa, people have eaten insects for thousands of years. But it's only now that we in the West are seeing what a good food source they are. Insects are rich in protein, low in fat, and easy to farm.
So spiders and ants may be on the menu.
We might see them on menus in the West. Now, technology will also play a part in the future of food. Scientists have already found ways to create meat in the lab.
Right, but it tastes awful, doesn't it?
It tastes awful now, but maybe it won't in the future. And as well as meat made in a lab, we're also looking at ways to make proteins out of things like mud and wood and also seaweed.
It seems incredible that mud might be something we can eat.
Well, it's the same for seaweed, which again is easy to farm because it's everywhere. Other developments on your kitchen table include an intelligent knife.
What's that?
An intelligent knife will tell you all about the food it's cutting. So, say you cut a slice of meat. The knife will tell you how much protein and fat is in the meat, where it's from, how old it is.
That's amazing.
Really giving people more information about their food.
Okay. So let's complete the sentences. Maybe listen again if needed. So number one, we may see some changes, things that you might not understand as food.
Groups.
Groups. Groups.
Yes.
Okay. Two, insects are rich in protein, low in fat, and easy to farm. Okay. Number three, scientists have already found ways to create meat in the lab. And four, we were also looking at ways to make proteins out of things like mud and wood, and also seaweed. And other developments on your kitchen table include an intelligent knife. Okay. Next, really giving people more
information
about their food. Okay. So basically, what did they say here? Let's go back to the facts here. Did they mention? Did they confirm any of these facts or like guesses?
Yes.
Like, will people eat more insects?
Yeah,
Why?
because it has a low fat, easy to farm.
And high protein.
Yeah.
And easy to farm. What is the meaning here of easy to farm?
To plant, to farm? No, to find it maybe.
It's similar to planting. It's not like planting. So for animals, farming animals, like taking care of them until they grow up. So that's to farm. So in a farm you have a chicken. So you take care of the chicken until they produce other chickens or eggs or whatever. So you are taking care of them until they grow up and start producing. And mud, what about mud, wood, and seaweed? How are we going to make food from mud, wood, and seaweed?
To make protein out of mud.
You what?
Protein.
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 Yeah, but why did they say that we would be able to do that?
I don't know.
Because here it says scientists have already found ways to create meat in the lab, and the meat was made of mud, wood, and seaweed. So that's why it's possible in the future. And what did they say about the kitchen tools?
They will invent an intelligent knife.
The knife, what information would it give?
Give you about the fat in meat or the protein, the calories maybe, the date,
Exactly. Do you think any of these any of these guesses are interesting? I mean, I think for me the last one.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. All right, let's see here. Now we have here the may, might, and will. From these sentences, we have A, B, C, and D. We have 4 sentences. What is the difference between might, may, and will? And of course, won't. Read the sentences and then tell me the difference. Do you see any difference?
Might and may. There's no difference, maybe.
So what do they both mean? Might and may?
Like probably, as they say here.
Yep.
We don't know.
Maybe. So it's just a prediction.
Yeah.
So it might happen or might not.
Yes.
I don't know. All right, and will?
Well, it's a strong prediction.
So will is like the same thing, but like it's maybe based on evidence.
Yes.
So I see there are clouds, so it will rain, for example, or it won't.
It's some negative. Well.
Yeah, only. All right, let's see here. Now,
when we use might and might.
May. So may and might are usually the very slight difference between may and might. Might is usually let's talk in percentage. So if I say it might rain and it may rain and it will rain. Now, when I say it might rain, so maybe I can say that it's 20% prediction. So it's prediction, but all of them are prediction here. I mean, may and might have very slight difference. May, maybe like 30 or 40. So I mean, there is no much difference between them. Will might be 60, 70%. So that's the simple difference between may and might. Sometimes it's the same if you say may or might, but when you use might, it refers that you don't really know and you have no clue. You're just a guess, and it's the percentage is less to happen. Notice something else about may or might. Usually the tone plays a role, okay? So if you say it might rain, so here you are telling me that I don't know, I'm just guessing. Are you going to do your homework? I may do my homework. Okay, so it's like you are telling me I don't really know, maybe not. Okay.
Yeah.
May, usually they say it in a very different tone. If you want, we can listen to the tones so that we can get the difference as well. Let's just listen for the tone as you ask this.
Unit 6, Recording 4. 1. In 20 years, food won't be much different from today. 2.
Eating habits might change.
3. Fast food restaurants may change their menu. 4.
People will always sit down for a family meal.
So did you see how, like, when they said may or might, they made it a little bit longer? Might, may. But will was very short, or won't, because it was strong prediction.
Yeah.
All right. Now here we are going to write responses based on the first sentence. So for example, we have here, we're having a picnic, and then we have a prompt, which is rain. So we just use it in one of the predictions. So here, it might rain. So we are not going to be able to have the picnic because it might rain, right? All right, number 2. Sidra, can you do number 2? We're just going to make a sentence using may, might, will, or won't based on this prompt. So I'm becoming vegetarian. What would you say? What would you tell me if I tell you I'm becoming a vegetarian?
It will wait.
You will lose weight. So you're telling me you will lose weight because I'm telling you I'm becoming a vegetarian. So your response, you will lose weight, and you are sure here that I will lose weight, right? So because you are sure, you used will. Okay, Arij, let's go to the best restaurant in town. What is your response?
It may be expensive.
It may be expensive. You're not sure, but since it's the best restaurant in town, it may be expensive. Okay, Sidra, next one. I want to stop eating junk food.
You feel may. You may you may feel.
May. Okay, you may feel healthier. Okay, so you may feel healthier. All right, next one. Arij, let's go to the cafe for breakfast.
It might not be open.
It might not be open. Maybe if you know the place where we are going, so you can say it will not be open. It won't be open.
Yeah.
So it depends on the situation, of course. Sidra, I want to try eating octopus.
You don't will like it. You will don't like it.
Will not or won't. Will not like it.
Like it.
Yeah, or I can say won't. So instead of will not, we can say won't. Both are correct. The last one, I'm going to do a cooking course.
You may enjoy it.
You may enjoy it. All right. Now, let's try to do the same thing. Let's start with Arij. Arij, I want you to say anything about yourself that you are trying to do, going to do something, or you want to do something, or you want to try something. And then she will respond. Sidra will respond with may, might, will, or it's similar to this, okay? Okay, so start with the first. Read.
I'm going to walk today.
All right, Sidra, what do you think?
Can again? Don't.
No, I mean here, respond to her. For example, she said, I'm going to go for a walk today. So you can say maybe, you can say you might not like it because it's cold, or you might need an umbrella, or you might need a jacket, or you will feel cold without a jacket. Like, there are many responses possible here. All right, let's try another one, Arij.
Okay. I will try sashimi.
All right.
It's kind of sushi.
Yeah. Yes, so Sidra, what is your response here?
You will like it.
You will like it. You will like it. All right. Another one, Arij.
I'm going to the sea by bicycle.
Bicycle. Sidra, what is your response?
You will enjoy it.
You will enjoy it. Yes, that's it. Now, Sidra, now here it's going to be the opposite. You will say something, she will respond.
Okay. I want to try food Japan.
Japanese food.
Japanese food.
You might like it.
Okay. Another one.
I want running tomorrow.
I want to run tomorrow. Right?
It will,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It will be raining.
It will be raining. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's it. It's easy, right?
Yeah, right.
Now, there is here homework, but I will just put it with the presentation homework. So we said that in the presentation, we will talk about our plan for a place, okay? Now, the presentation is still on, all right? Now, the change is, are you going to write, or like your presentation is about your plan for a place or your favorite food? So if you can choose to make a presentation on a plan to a place you want to go to, like we explained before, or the presentation is going to be about your favorite food or cooking or traditional food in your country. So you can choose this topic or that topic. So one presentation only. All right?
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the next page here now. Do you like going to the doctor?
Doctor?
Yeah.
I do like, but I'm not afraid to go.
You're not afraid to go. People usually don't go to the doctor, but what are the main reasons for not going to the doctor?
Maybe because they're afraid.
Afraid of the doctor.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see now. We have here some terms related to sickness or illnesses. So we have here problems, 4 problems, okay? And we have some advice by the doctor. So for example, in number 1, you have got a headache. You know what's a headache?
Yeah.
All right, and then we have a backache. So what should I do? If I was a doctor, what would I advise you to do? So would I tell you to take some medicine or antibiotics, go to the hospital for an x-ray, get some rest and drink lots of hot drinks, or take some painkillers or pills? What is painkillers?
Like Panadol.
Uh-huh. And pills?
Both medicine.
So you can take the medicine in the form of pills, tablet, or liquid. Yeah. So for headache, I've got a headache. So what's your advice?
Take some.
Is it A, B, C, or D?
D.
D. Take some painkillers. Okay. 2, you have caught a cold or flu. What's the advice here?
C.
C. Get some rest and drink lots of hot drinks.
And A. Take some medicine.
Oh, that's possible as well. Medicine or antibiotics. 3, you have broken your arm or leg.
B.
Go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital for an x-ray because I broke my arm or leg. And the last one, you have a sore throat and a bad cough. You know coughing? Cough?
Yes.
Okay. And sore throat?
No.
What is sore throat? When your throat is sore, becomes bigger, swell.
Yeah.
And cough is like, usually it happens with a cold, with the flu maybe. You also have a high temperature. So here, take some medicine or antibiotics. Let's see here. We have the reasons. We were talking about the reasons why people don't go to the doctor. Arid, can you read it for us?
Yes. Did you know that men are 5 times less likely to visit a doctor than women? The reason: they don't like waiting. In fact, 58% of men will choose not to go to the doctor, even when they should. Here are the top reasons people give for why they don't go to the doctor. I'm fine. I hate waiting. Nobody told me to go, like my wife, girlfriend, mother. I don't want to talk about it. I don't have time.
Do you think it's right? What do you think about this? That men are less likely, 5 times less likely to visit the doctor than women.
Yes, I think women visit doctor than men.
More than men.
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Maybe because they feel men. I mean, they are strong. They don't need a doctor. So they prefer to take a medicine at home.
Probably. And the reasons they use, or we can call them alibis, is because they use one of these fake reasons. Like they say, I'm fine, I hate waiting, nobody told me to go, I don't want to talk about it, and I don't have time. Well, actually, I'm one of them. Sometimes I think because I'm fine. Some other times I don't have time.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's see. We are going to listen to conversations. Two conversations. Two patients are going to the doctors. So what are their problems? And what are the doctor's suggestions?
Unit 6. Recording 6. Conversation 1.
Hello, I'm Dr. Andrews. Now, what's the matter?
Well, doctor, I feel terrible. I get these headaches and I feel sick.
Ah, how long have you had this problem?
A few weeks now, and I can't sleep at night because my head hurts.
You can't sleep?
That's right.
And are you very worried or under pressure at the moment?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have a healthy diet?
Quite healthy.
Do you drink tea or coffee?
Yes, I do.
How much?
Tea? Probably about 8 cups or 10.
A day?
Yes.
I see. And has that changed in the last few weeks?
Not really.
Okay, well, the first thing is I think you should stop drinking so much tea and coffee. Try to drink just 1 small cup a day. I'll give you some painkillers for the headaches. Take 2 of these 3 times a day. I don't think it's anything to worry about, but if your headaches continue...
Conversation 2.
Good morning. How can I help?
Well, I'm worried about my foot.
Your foot?
Yes. It hurts when I walk.
I see. Did you do anything to it? Did you have an accident?
Well, sort of.
What happened?
I kicked a wall.
I see. When did you do that?
About a week ago?
Okay. Did you go to hospital?
No.
Can I have a look?
Yes, of course. Yep.
Where does it hurt? Here?
Oh, yes, there.
Can you move it?
Yes, a little. But it's very painful.
I think it might be broken. It's nothing to worry about, but I think you should go to the hospital for an X-ray. I'll write you a note, and if you just take this to the hospital...
So what is the first problem?
She had a headache.
A headache only?
Yeah. One
All right.
feel terrible and feel sick.
What is the meaning of feel sick?
مرض.
Yes, but no. Like here, when she says I feel sick, it's not marad. Sick here, it means different thing. You know, sometimes you feel there is something in your stomach and you want to vomit, but you can't. This feeling in your stomach is called sickness. So you feel sick. Tawa'uk.
Yeah.
It's just something in your stomach. So that's when you feel sick. Yes, what else?
There's just a headache. She had a headache and
What does the doctor suggest?
to stop drinking coffee and tea. Take 1 cup in a day.
How many cups does she drink a day?
8 cups.
8 to 10, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's too many. Way too many. Yeah. And what about the other person? What was his problem?
He had
What about foot?
Yeah, or leg, yes.
Mhm.
What did he do? Like,
I
what
should
happened?
kick the door. Kicked the wall.
a wall.
The
Kicked a wall. That's why he was embarrassed. Like when she asked him what happened, he was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how did he feel? What was?
It was very painful. So painful.
Okay. And what did the doctor suggest, or what did she do?
Go
Go
the
to
X-ray.
hospital.
X-ray hospital.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see now. We will complete these here sentences from the conversations with the words we have here. So number one is already done. What's the matter? Number two, how long have you had this problem? Three, I'll give you some pills here. Can I have a look? Where does it
Hurt.
And it's nothing to
Worry.
worry about. Easy. There are more of these. Let's check again. So we have painful, sleep, sick, hurts, worried. So number one, I feel
Sick.
Sick or terrible. I can't
Sleep.
can't sleep. Yep, because she had headache. I can't sleep. I'm
Worried.
worried about. Yes, and it hurts when I walk. And the last one,
Painful.
it's very painful. All right. Any question about these expressions, these terms, these phrases? No? Okay. We will here underline. In each sentence, there are 3 words or 3 phrases. We just need to underline the correct one. So let's start with Sidra. Number 1, my head. We say my head hurts, or pain, or sore. What do you think? Which one is correct? Sidra, you hear me? Arij, can you do it? Okay.
Yeah. Can you again, please?
Yeah, so here my head. Is it my head hurts, my head pain, or my head sore? Which one is correct here?
My head sore. Pain. Not
It's actually hurts. One of the reasons,
hurts,
like
head.
we can say pain, but if it was pains, it would be correct. But
Hurts,
because it,
yeah.
So my head hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next, Arij, I've got a really bad
Flu
or cold. Both of them are correct.
Okay.
Actually, but I mean, usually when you say flu, I mean, flu is already bad. It's not like you cannot use an adjective with flu.
Okay.
Yep. Next, she feels
Sick.
She feels sick. We cannot say if she feels cough. We cannot say she feels a temperature. She has a cough. She has a temperature. 4, Arij, I think
I've broken.
I've broken my arm. Okay. Sidra, Where does it?
Where does it pain?
Where does it pain or where does it hurt? Yes, according to what the recording, it's hurt. So it's hurt here. Next one, Arij, 6.
Nothing to worry about.
So it's nothing to worry about. Sidra?
I will take you some pills.
I'll give or take?
I give.
I'll give you some pills. And Arij, the last one.
How long have you had this problem?
This problem. All right. Any question here?
No.
Nope. All right. Here it's going to be the same thing, so not do it. So if there is no question, we will stop here. The homework again, it's until next week. I'm going to send it also on the group. The homework is like the presentation. You can choose one of these 2 topics, either the plan, your plan to some place, or food. I mean, food in general. It could be your favorite food. It could be the food you cook. It could be a traditional food in your country. It could be traditional food in any country. It could be anything. The main point for me here is the presentation. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So I'll leave you now. Have a nice day for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, teacher.